Hi, I'm Malcolm.
Hello, everybody. My name is Harris Pick.
Yeah, my name is Miles. I go as Miles from home.
I'm Justine Tyrell, R&B artist.
And you're listening to Background Noise, the coolest Canadian music podcast.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Background Noise today. I'm your host, Tora, and as always, I'm super excited for today's episode. This show is going to be just kick-ass. Let me start off by saying that we're going to be chatting with the Carpoolers, a 6-piece punk band from Edmonton here, and I've seen them live twice now. First time was at the Reform release show, and then they had their own EP release show not that long ago, and they are just so much fun to watch on stage. They're a total vibe, so I'm really excited to get to sit down and chat with them. We're going to be chatting with Hunter and Maddie from the band today. I always like to get the show started though. I'll just let you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves, your journey with music, and kind of your shtick with this project.
I'll let you start. You're the older one.
All right. So, I started this band about a year ago in March off a Facebook ad. And students started realizing the people we were playing with, they really weren't fitting my style and other people's style. I brought my best friend Jason, who I've known since grade 7, to play drums for us. We had one show at Rockin' for Dollars at the Buck. Our singer quit and then was like, I'll bring my little sister along. And then my sister's been in the band and we've rotated a few guitarists, but now we have a good lineup going for us. Me and Maddie have been playing instruments since we were like 10 years old, guitar, bass, whatever. We bond a lot over music and we write a lot of the lyrics together, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I used to play guitar until I decided to get fake nails because I don't know. So now I got promoted to tambourine and lead vocals. But I used to play electric guitar ever since my brother, he got a bass for Christmas and I've always looked up to him. So I was like, I want to play guitar too. So I played guitar for a couple years and then I kind of stopped doing that. And then he started a band and I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's something for him to do with like his homies, like his dude friends. And then their singer quit and he dragged me along. So before that, I used to like terrible stage fright. I was like, why would you do this to me? But he actually helped me come over that by a mile. So it's really fun.
That's actually so funny that you mentioned stage fright because honestly, seeing you up there and seeing you perform, I would not expect that at all. Because honestly, your audience engagement, especially in the shows, was just absolutely fantastic. You guys are so much fun. And you did play bass a little bit in the shows that I saw too, right? You do a little instrument swap.
Occasional bassist, I say.
Occasional vocalist.
It's pretty easy though, pretty easy. Open notes I play, I must admit. That's my secret there. But that's okay. No one needs to know.
Amazing. Now, before we get too into the music, like I mentioned earlier, you're a 6-piece band. That's a pretty big band. What is the full lineup right now?
So now that everything's been finalized, we got myself, Hunter, McWaters played bass, and then Maddie, of course, she's the lead vocalist. She's my sister. Then we have Jason Jones. He's our drummer. He's big, 6'5", scary looking guy, but he's a teddy bear and pretty crazy watching him play behind some of those kits, especially when the drummers are shorter.
He's a gentle giant. He loves his pugs.
Loves his pugs. And then we have Miles Berezowski. He's one of my friends from high school. I know, there's so many things you could say about him. I always compare him to Mike McCready from Pearl Jam. They're my favorite band. He's an unreal guitarist, blues-inspired solos, great stage presence. He's awesome. Then we got Reese Primus. He's our backing vocalist. He kind of like our Swiss Army knife. He does everything here and there. He used to be a rhythm guitarist, and then some stuff came up where he couldn't make every show. So we got his friend Stephanie Martin to play rhythm guitar, and she's awesome. She fits in with the band, and now we're coming together and we're really loving how it's going now.
Amazing. I love that. Now, you guys have just released your debut EP, Revenge Porn. Why don't you tell me a bit about that EP and then we'll get into some of the songs off it.
So we came up with the brilliant title of Revenge Porn because a lot of all the songs that are on this EP are about experiences with different people and kind of how like people can stab you in the back and like be snaky. Yeah. So they're kind of like little diss tracks. Yeah. So we chose to call it Revenge Porn because it's like you're exposing that to the world, So I thought that was kind of funny. And the artwork, actually, I designed it and I wanted to make it kind of like one of those like live nude signs that you see outside of like the strip club and stuff. I thought that was a nice little touch to it.
We recorded it over at Flood Sound Studios with Graham Stratch from Reform. We've known him since Rocking for Dollars Carpoolers I've seen reform a few times, and it's been pretty cool getting to know him and develop more of a relationship outside just like seeing, oh, I saw your band here, I saw your band there. Now we're pretty close with him, consider him a good friend of the band.
I mean, Graham is like the chillest dude ever. He's so fun to record with. He's like the best producer in Edmonton.
It was our first time recording, and no matter how maybe minuscule the question might have been, he always answered it like he wanted to show you why he was doing this, and always was very informative.
He teaches you as you go.
Teaches us as you go. He's a great producer. I suggest anybody looking to record something, go to Graham.
Aw, I love that. And you know what, honestly, I'm sure all communities have a really tight music scene, but I have a special love for Edmonton's music scene. It's so tight and so supportive. A bunch of the songs that you sent me earlier, I know the guys already. We've already had one of them on the show. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I love to hear stuff like that. And, you know, again, when I asked you guys for the songs and you just like recycled some of the community members, I was like, oh, my heart.
We love to show support. It's so awesome. The music scene here, it's so awesome because you make so many friends and you go out and you see so many cool shows, so many talented people. And I feel like the music scene isn't like as recognized as it should be here. So it's always nice to show your support for other local artists and to recommend them.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's talk about some of the songs off of your debut EP, Revenge Porn. One of the ones that honestly I think might be one of my favorites. I know it's kind of hard to pick favorites off of this EP, but Over This, why don't you tell me a bit about that song?
That one's kind of like, it's very No Bro inspired. So if you've ever heard of the band No Bro, we took heavy inspiration from them. It's kind of like a sassy, like, I don't know, like girl power type song. That one isn't specifically like directed towards anyone, but it's like just kind of like the experiences of being a woman or even like a woman in music too. And I wanted it to be very punchy, very like aggressive, very like, you know, F you to the men who think that I owe something to them, you know. So that one's kind of just like generally I wanted to keep it very upbeat and fun. And
we wrote that one. Well, we've been to the studio once before with Graham, and we're like, shit, we need another song. And we're like, let's write something. See if we could come up with something tonight. It was a Friday night. We had to go to the studio for 10 o'clock the next morning. And we're like, Maddie had some lyrics, and we're like, okay, let's see what we can do with this. And we had that song done front to back in about a half hour. We're like, all right, we'll record that. Hopefully it sounds good. And then it's became one of our favorites to play. It's typically our closer now. It's our most streamed song. It's our favorite one, probably, I'd say.
I'd say that one definitely leans more towards like our style, you know, who or what we want to keep writing or how we want to keep writing. That's the direction we kind of want to lean towards.
I like it. We're going to spin that one right away here, Over This, off of the Carpoolers debut EP, Revenge Porn. And then when we come back, we'll keep talking a little bit more about the songs off that EP.
Yes, I'm flirting, reoccurring. Are you scared? I'm just waiting, now we're dating, be prepared. Background Noise is brought to you by Easy Noise, Alberta's newest booking service for independent musicians and venues. Check them out on Instagram at EZNOIZE. Get connected and make some noise. Now back to the show.
We are back. Thank you so much for tuning into Background Noise today. We're sitting down with Hunter and Maddie from the punk band The Carpoolers out of Edmonton. Big 6-piece band here, but we got the brother and sister, which is super cool. We just listened to Over This, one of the singles off their debut EP, Revenge Porn. One of the other songs I want to talk about too that I was a huge fan of, and I also really like the spelling in the title. It's called Indie Boy, but it's boy with an I at the end, and I laugh every time I see that. Why don't you tell me a bit about that song?
Well, this one's about somebody for sure, and don't want to throw names around, but
it's a good song. I guess it's when you don't really mesh with people.
it's kind of hard because we don't want to say too much and have anything happen, but it's about two people that we've had problems with, a few of us in the band. And last December, some stuff happened, got carried away, and then one person started acting very immaturely on social media, and we're like, fuck this, let's write a song. And then got carried away, little diss tracks that
We decided to write a diss track.
yeah, and then it's a diss track against two people we aren't the most fond of. Let's just say that.
Well, honestly, that is a risk people take if they're cheesing off musicians or if they're breaking up with musicians. You are going to get a song written about you.
There's a song written about you. Exactly.
Now there is.
I mean, with every song, though, there's a little bit of dramatization, like it's not... There's always a little bit there. You can always take experiences and dramatize them to make them song-worthy.
But yeah, no, that was the second song we wrote back in January. And yeah, we're just still kind of looking for a sound. That one's more punk leaning, I'd say, but we took heavy inspiration from like bands like Blink-182, Sum 41, the instrumental tracks. And Graham, actually, he helped us a lot on the backing vocal end. Graham actually sings on this song, sings all the woes on our chorus. So shout out Graham right there. A lot of the backing vocals were his idea, and we took off running with them, and we love them now. The song would sound empty without them.
We forgot to put him as a feature on that song. We were gonna do that, but we forgot. I'm so sorry, Graham.
Yeah, don't sue us.
Don't sue us, but you are featured.
We're giving you the credit now, Graham.
Yeah.
Exactly, Graham.
I'll edit it on DistroKid.
Another song I want to talk about off that EP, not one of the singles. It gets released on the EP only, was Cauliflower. Why don't you tell me a bit about that song?
So that was one I started writing. And yeah, no, it's about another person that we don't really like. Diss track. But no, it's just about being around toxic people, like being too forgiving as a person and letting stuff slide too much. And then added a little more. The song the title of the song kind of goes back to the Revival House at Starlight, the Cauliflower Bites. That's what we named them after. So that's what we may have ate at that date. So we wrote that and just kind of went off with that. I took a lot of inspiration on the bass line from Joy Division, actually. So threw it off a little bit from the EP, but Jay did his thing. Crazy, like, death metal double kicks. He killed it on that song. That's his best song in my opinion.
Well, that's the one thing I like about our writing process is that everybody just kind of does their own thing. We bring ideas to the table. Like, I mainly write all the lyrics, but for that one, Hunter kickstarted it, and then I kind of did my own thing off of that. And I like how we're so open, where it's like, we don't tell one person to play a certain way or to write a certain way. We all kind of go off of each other, and it's a really good environment, really good energy.
I love that. And I always think it's really funny to hear because you guys are like a punk band and you're really tough and you're really hard on the outside. But then when, you get to talk to you guys are super nice. The band jabs really well. Everybody's friends and actually super nice and super friendly.
Our drummer loves his pugs.
Yeah.
He loves his pugs and his chihuahua.
Most of us me and Maddie go way back. I've known her since she was
way
born.
back.
But me and Jay, we've been friends since grade 7. Like, I saw a kid wearing a Metallica shirt. I was like, okay, I'll hang out with him. And then ever since then, him and our roadie Caleb, give a shout out there. Me and him have been best friends since. Me and Jay do like everything together. So watching him come into his own, because he's a very shy person, just took off running as soon as we started recording and playing live.
The band is definitely based on a pyramid of friendships.
Yes, definitely.
We're going to spin Indie Boy and Cauliflower right away here off of the Carpoolers debut EP, Revenge Porn. Check it out on the Spotify, on the YouTube, the Apple Music, wherever you get your tunes. You're going to want to listen to this whole album. It's just great to flip tables and kick stuff to. I really enjoy it. We're going to spin those two songs, and then when we come back, we're going to chat about some of the bands that you sent me that we've already kind of mentioned.
Guess you'll stay the same until you die. Keep on whining, no sense in trying. Just keep on doing it your way.
Background Noise is brought to you by Easy Noise, Alberta's newest booking service for independent musicians and venues. Check them out on Instagram at EZNOIZE. Get connected and make some noise. Now back to the show.
We are back. Thank you so much for tuning into Background Noise today. We're chatting with Hunter and Maddie from the Carpoolers. Just such a nice but kick-ass punk band from Edmonton. We just listened to a couple songs off of their debut EP, Revenge Porn. But you guys sent me some songs because we always like to have a little spot on the show where we shout out some other local artists. And I gotta say, absolutely fantastic choices. One of the ones that I was like, you send it to me, and I was like, hell yes, is Shower Beer by Bad Communicators. I was even humming it before the show started. It just gets lasered into your head after one listen. And we actually had Dexter Twardzik on the show, I think back in season 2 sometimes, and we did play Shower Beer on there, so I'm really happy to give it another spin. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relation with the Bad Communicators?
Wow. So after our first Rocking for Dollars show with Maddie, we got approached by who's that person?
Aspen. So Aspen came up to me and they were like, dude, you guys played a wicked set. I want you guys to play bigger shows. Reach out to my homie Dex and we can set something up. I would love to do lighting for you and everything. You guys deserve bigger shows. So I'm like, hell yeah. So I went up to the rest of the band. I'm like, guess what? This is what happened. And they're all pumped. They're all excited. They're like, no way. So we messaged Dex like the next day. And yeah, we sent him some of our stuff and he vibed with it. He liked what he was hearing and he set us up to play a show in Temple that June. And we played that Rockin' for Dollar show. It was April or May.
It's like the day after my birthday. And yeah, he had us June 23rd. We opened for Vanity Hour. And no, it was pretty cool because I don't know, we have a lot of respect for Dex, and like as a band we love him. He actually just performed with us on Saturday. Me and him did a little duet of Never Fight a Man with a Perm by Idols. But yeah, no, he took a chance on us and like let us start playing these shows, and we didn't even have original material, just all covers. And honestly, some of those covers, they're very high school bandish. But yeah, he took a chance on us and he's always backed us no matter what. He got us onto Highlight Fest. He's got us headlining shows at Temple. Now he had us headlining our EP release at the Starlight main stage. So he means a lot to us as a band. And his dad, CT, he's a beauty. Like that guy, first time I ever met him, he's like, do you like my rig? I'm like, yeah, that's cool. He's like, that's my son. I'm like, oh, okay, now I know who you are. But yeah, every time he's at one of our shows, he always makes an effort to talk to every one of us. And both of them, we just appreciate them and are really happy to have met them in the scene early on.
But yeah, Dex he's definitely not just one of our promoters. He also he makes sure to develop a relationship with each and every one of us, and he's such a sweet guy, such an awesome dude, and he's making friends all the time with people in the music scene. Such an awesome guy to know.
And he's actually our manager now too as well. He manages us. So yeah. No, it's awesome to have Dex around.
That's awesome. I'm with you on that one. I can't say enough good things about Dexter. I've dealt with him quite a few times on the show. We both have shows on Biggie Radio. I'm trying to develop a business right now called Easy Noise that helps connect independent artists and small venues. He's been an absolute pillar in helping me create that with just like countless interviews of being like, Dex, how does this process work? What are your struggles on both ends? Like, he is an absolute pillar in the Edmonton community. And same with CT. He is like the indie punk dad for all of Edmonton.
Oh, definitely.
Coolest punk dad of Edmonton ever.
Another song you sent me was Silvering from Reform, which was cool because that was the show that I first saw you guys at, was the Reform EP release show, their self-titled EP. So we're going to play Silvering off that. Why don't you tell me a bit about those guys?
Graham, we knew him through Rockin' for Dollars, and such an amazing sound guy. We love it when he's our sound guy. But yeah, also like same thing with him. He's so much more than just a producer. He actually tries to make connections and puts in that effort to get to know people, and it's like hanging out with a friend when you're recording with him. He's just so awesome, so sick to be around those guys. And yeah, definitely also a great bunch to know in the scene.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, like Maddie said, we've been able this year to get have a relationship with Graham. He reached out to us to play that EP release show for them, and we were looking for it. We're so excited. That was probably the most excited we've been to play first on a show ever, because it was our friend. We're playing with our friends, and yeah, we've gotten to know know Steve as well, the bassist for Reform. He's also in Misfortune Tellers, who we just played with at our EP release show. Yeah, we met him at the Aviary when he's been bartending, playing shows with them. He's an awesome guy as well to know. He's super friendly, very easy to go up and just have a conversation with. Those guys mean a lot to us as well. 'Cause, like, Graham took a chance and he's did a killer job on the EP. Like, again, if you want to record something, go to Flood Sound.
Yeah, shout out to Graham for having us in his beat laboratory, and shout out to Steve for giving me a free Pepsi at the Aviary.
Speaking of Misfortune Tellers, we're going to play one of their latest singles right away here as well, 40 Pizzas in 30 Days. I love the title so much. Why don't you tell me a bit about that song?
Oh, well, it's just killer just from that opening scream, just keeps that intensity going. We were very excited to play with them because Reese Primus, our backing vocalist and Swiss Army Knife, that he's from Thorsby, Alberta, and he's been in Edmonton for 2 years now. The first local band he ever saw when he came to Edmonton was Misfortune Tellers. So it's a big full circle moment for him as well. So he's really pumped to play with them. I've seen them before. Like, they're an awesome band, and it was just awesome to play with them. They're great people too. Like, hands down, one of the nicest bands in the scene. They're hilarious. We go back and forth on Instagram, tagging each other in funny posts though. They're awesome.
Really great energy. They definitely know how to make connections with people as well, and to make it actually genuine. And I find that's a very important aspect in the music scene too. You want to be as genuine and open-minded to as many bands as possible. That's how you make friends. And it's just amazing because then you keep on playing with friends upon friends upon friends. Like,
Definitely.
really, really good experience.
Oh, I love to hear that so much. And just going back, the Edmonton community, or the Edmonton music community, is just so tight and so supportive. I love it. I love being a part of it, even though I'm not a musician. I go to a lot of these shows, I take photos, I do the show. It's always just so great making all those connections. Now we're going to spin Shower Beer from Bad Communicators, Silvering from Reform, and 40 Pizzas 30 Days from Misfortune Tellers. And then when we come back, we do have to wind down the show a little bit. It always happens. But before we do that, we do have one more song that we'll talk about before we go.
Sweet.
Feel the rush, have you seen your crush? You make me blush with your bubbly
Background Noise is brought to you by Easy Noise, Alberta's newest booking service for independent musicians and venues. Check them out on Instagram at EZNOIZE. Get connected and make some noise. Now back to the show.
We are back. Thank you so much for tuning into Background Noise today. I hope you enjoyed the episode, even half as much as I did. I hope you got amped up. I hope you kicked some stuff. I hope you pushed people in your living room. I don't know, whatever you do when you listen to this type. That's what I do. We're chatting with Hunter and Maddie from the Carpoolers, just a killer punk band from Edmonton here. Now, I want to talk about one more song off of your debut EP, Revenge Porn, and that was the song Total Waste. Why don't you tell me about that one?
So that one was the first one that we ever wrote together as a band, a whole song that we were actually able to get down in one night. Yeah, that one's another little diss track. Just like generally just about like people. I guess I
would say it's the best is like when you're dealing with a narcissist.
Yeah, narcissism.
Narcissism. And yeah, just how we felt, well, Maddie felt dealing with it all, and we just kind of translated that into the riff. And it kind of leans away from more of a punk sound, kind of a little heavier with the bass, and the drums kind of punk her down a little more. But yeah, it was the first song we ever wrote. Maddie had those lyrics for months before, and just never, we had issues in the band with writing before that. And once Reese got in the band, he tried it out. He's like, oh, I like those lyrics. And we're like, we like them too. We wrote that song. As soon as it was done, we sent it over to Dex, and he approved of it. And we're like, okay, it's good.
We definitely made it work. Yeah, so that one's our first ever song. So we have a soft spot towards it, even though it might not be exactly what we sound like in the future. But it did kick off everything, and kind of, it kicked off what we want to be and what we want to sound like.
It was the first song we ever released on Spotify and Apple Music. It's the first single.
Nice. And you know what? I think it's really fun to discover a band as early on as we found you here, because now we're going to be able to watch you grow as a band, watch your sound change, and watch you like really find yourself. And I feel like, 3-4 years from now, you're going to sound so much different, and it's going to be so cool to be able to like look back and hear those original songs.
Yeah, thank you. All eyes on us. Everyone's watching us grow up.
Amazing. Now, before we play that song, I know you guys just released your debut EP, and that's a big thing, but is there anything else we should be keeping an ear out on you from in the future here?
Well, we have a few bigger shows coming up. I can't really talk too much about a few of them, but in the new year, we're going to start working towards a new EP, maybe just depending on how our budget, maybe a full album. And that's also going to be at Flood Sound Studios with Graham. But yeah, we have a bunch of new songs that we're writing, and we played a few new songs at the EP release. And yeah, we're a busy band. We'll play 2 to 3 shows a month usually.
Look out to hearing those couple new songs recorded in the near future. That's something to look out for.
Amazing. Now, we've talked quite a bit about your live shows, but if you were to describe them to somebody, how would you describe your live shows?
Oh gosh, chaotic, but like in a good way. Chaotic, but not like too chaotic where you don't know what's going on. I don't know. We're pretty good at being organized, but I think that a fun part of our shows is that we're kind of a little bit disorganized.
A little unpredictable.
We like to just have fun, go with the flow. Try not to stress, try not to worry, have fun, make people laugh, high energy.
Yeah, like before, Bruce and them were in the band. With me, Maddie, Miles, and Jay, we had to compensate for other people in the band not really pulling their weight as much for the live shows. So we got in this rhythm of overdoing everything, jumping around, jumping off the stage into the crowd, like getting pretty crazy, like a traditional hardcore band, but we're not really hardcore. But yeah, so now that we have Reese and we have Stephanie, we're still going full out, but now we have 2 more people going full out along with us. You'll have Miles walking the speakers every so often. I'll be jumping into the pit.
Sometimes shirts get taken off.
Yeah, shirts get taken off. Beers get chugged, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Amazing. I feel so lucky to have been able to see 2 of your show now, because you guys are absolutely stellar, and I highly recommend. Of course, I will take you in the bio and stuff so people can follow you, because you are going, even if you don't Even if you don't think you like punk music that much, you do, trust me. Just go to one of their shows, have fun, let loose, feel the vibes, flip some tables. It's a good time. You're not going to want to sleep on this band. Let me tell you, the shows are a vibe. The music is a vibe. I can't wait to hear some of these new songs because we got to hear a couple of them for the first time at the EP release show. They were freaking stellar. So I'm so excited to hear the recorded version, have it out for the world to hear. But in the meantime, here is Total Waste off of the Carpoolers' debut EP, Revenge Porn.
Ink on the carpet can never be erased. Left your house this morning. Hope you got a bad taste. The records they've been scratched. The lines they just repeat. So tired of trying. Leave it on the backseat. Tell me it's alright. Affection on display. Feed me deception. Comfort made of clay. You make me sick. Complete and total waste. Complete and total waste. Complete and total waste. Get what you give. You're easily replaced. On your knees for pity. You're so fucking lame. Deranged and delusion. Escape your disorder. Leave it on the table. The drink you just poured her. Tell me it's alright. Affection on display. Feed me deception. Comfort made of clay. You make me sick. Complete and total waste. Complete and total waste. Complete and total waste. Tell me it's alright. Affection on display. Feed me deception. Comfort made of clay. You make me sick. Complete and total waste. 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 Complete and total waste.
Well, that's all I got for today, folks. Thanks so much for tuning into Background Noise. I had a blast. And hey, you know what? If you're a Canadian musician as well and you're thinking, I want to be on the show, just click the link in our Instagram bio at Background Noise the Show and we'll try to set something up.